Damn. Episode 4. What's up, Alphas? It's your boy, LMAO, looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And we got a good show. We got a good show today. We talking about Issa's Ray rap. I know I didn't do one last week, so we're gonna quickly go over episode. Gonna quickly go over episode 3. And first thing I want to talk about is make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We gotta go through the normal channels. We will be here for The Sandman. I will do a review on that on tomorrow. Then we also have an episode that we're going to do of P-Valley that's coming out again on Sunday. So I'm looking forward to those things. Like I said, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. We do these all the time. We do multiple TV shows. And if you got a TV show you want me to review from the past, just let me know. But I do want to bring this up. We did miss episode 3 last week. We did miss it. I must admit. Missed it, right? And we're going to quickly go over it. We found out a lot about Duke, aka we found out her name this week is Chastity. Found out her name is Chastity. And she be hustling. We found out she a pimp. She's essentially a pimp, right? She's a pimp who has these girls, who meets these athletes that she, as we saw in the first episode, says she knows people, and then she uses those know-it people to connect with other people. As we're going to talk about it more in episode 4, but she does that, and now she has a way to get to other people, which she's basically using these women to hustle these dudes. And we found out in the last episode, she got hustled, right? She got this time. One dude ran up on the girls in the hotel, found out where she was staying, went and got the money, and dipped out. We also learned that about Lamont. We didn't see him in this episode. So Lamont, we found out he is not getting his pay. Pay your producers, please. Pay the producers. They deserve pay. And we found out that that he must find a way to get some money. Mia offers to give him some money back. He really has pride, but she said, I'll pay you to produce. So we saw at the end of the episode that he's going to produce. He's basically gonna engineer the songs for them, which he engineered the Seducing Scheme song. We found out what Shawna was doing with Maurice in episode 3. Shawna was getting credit cards and using them for Maurice's credit card scam. We got a hint that he might like Shawna too in episode 3. And again, we're gonna be a theme of this show right now. Shawna confuses me. Her morality system confuses me. And Seducing Scheme is the theme of the episode, the song. This episode is party favors, right? So we're going to get in this. We start off with, we see Mia meeting her father in jail. His name is E-Block, who thinks 106 Park is still out. That's hilarious. He must have been in jail for 20 years almost. 106 Park, it probably hasn't been big in 20 years. You did have moments with Bow Wow and Tyra Banks kissing and other stuff like that. But most part, you don't know technically about 106 Park outside of those moments for like at least 20 years. Since Terrence and Rossi was on it, you probably don't know. But we learned that he's in jail. He might have parole. He's giving me a faith and hope that he's getting out soon. According to the mom, as we learn later on, that's something he consistently does. He consistently gives him hope. We see Duke hustling, and we see they get in the car. We see Shawna being girly. Chastity does not like the girly stuff and looks at her. They still have this little weird relationship from knowing each other at the thing. She's thinking she's a scammer. She's like, oh, you that too good for everybody, girl. If she learned about what her and Shawn and Maurice do, they might be a little closer because they got the same ideas. You know what I'm saying? We scammer. And Cliff Lewis is not answering his text. Shawna is panicking. Cliff Lewis. That sounds like a senator name, right? Or like a lawyer name. Cliff Lewis. Cliff Lewis is literally not answering his phone. And she is panicking. He does leave a voice message though, saying You going with this industry instead of just doing your West style, which intrigues me. Because you can do your style but still do industry. You know what's popping. You got to get popular. You got to hustle. So just do it. Like, if what you're doing not working is considered insanity, right? If doing the same thing over and over again is not working, it's considered. The girl was putting a ski mask on just to rap. Is that not weird to y'all? You see the group of girls. I think one of them named Jasmine, and I don't forget the other name. But they are in the. They get in the car, and they are the ratchet duo. We call them the ghetto duo, the ratchet team, and they do whatever they're screaming, yelling, "Get it, girl," and all that, and they do not like Shawn. First of all, they pretend they didn't know who she was, right? Then you find out later they did know who she was, and be like, "Oh, you still over here doing this and that." I'm like, "But you pretending like you didn't," which I would take. I wouldn't take that disrespect if it was me. I wouldn't take that disrespect. We goes to Mia, goes off. They trying to get in this club, right? And they got away in line because the bouncer like, "I don't have a clue who you are." Again, dude, Chastity is trying to hustle her way in because she knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. Like I said, Chastity remind me of my cousin. He literally knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, but it don't work out the way because he don't know the person he need to know. So a lot of times it either ends up terrible for you or it ends up amazing for you. Right? It ends up completely amazing for you because somehow life worked out. Somehow it worked out. I don't know how it worked out, but it worked out. And that's how it usually is. I had a cousin like that. They hustle. They know somebody. Know somebody. Know somebody. They know the cameraman of the person that filmed the Little Boosie's rap album, and he's with Little Boosie doing something, and you can somehow he's in the same club and they know each other, so you get him to connect because he knows the owner of the club. Some weird thing like that. And that's who Chastity is. So while the guard Mia goes off, she talks to her mom. Her mom is sipping that wine, told her about her dad, and then asked her where her daughter at. Uh, she has no clue. Mia mom is drunk, tipsy, and don't have a clue where her daughter was. She said, "Quit worrying about your dad. I'm gonna find you a new daddy," which I thought was hilarious. This episode was funny. I thought this episode was hilarious. And then she showed him the man who's working on her house. Like, "Do you want like that as your daddy?" I know they're right here now. They remember Shawna because it's the period where they start talking to her and talking about high school after they pretend they didn't know. Again, disrespect. See this one. Uh, like I said, at this point, you know Duke gonna come through. They couldn't get in the club. They felt like they wasted time. Be like, "I got another spot they going to next because I know where he at because I know a guy that know where he going." Talking about the producer Shawn who was supposed to play their music and get hype. So they start driving that way. Apparently they got looks like Molly. I'm assuming it's Molly. I didn't really. I watched this episode way too late, but I think it's Molly. But they get to Molly. They take it. Shauna is tripping. All of them really tripping. They driving down the road. Dude, aka Chastity, sees the guy who robbed the car because she got in the last episode. She got what the car looked like, what the tag said. She drives around, turns around, follows the dude, and they ultimately, really, honestly, they go follow the person to the hood. In real life, please, if you not sure where you're going, don't follow random people to their hood. That's not a good idea. She goes in the house. She gives Mia a gun. I think Jasmine has the gun, waving like this for Instagram. It's what I don't understand, but okay. She waving the gun for Instagram. By the way, I like the shots they do on the show. I do like the little Instagram social media like posting shots, camera angles they do. Cause they do one in a minute, in which Mia goes around with the gun looking for Shauna because Shauna then she had to use the bathroom and she went in the wood calling Cliff on a voice message talking about look for her at the sexy tree as she tries to use the bathroom and then she runs into a dog that scares her. And this is where we get to the point where she meets Mia and Mia had the gun from the cool camera angle. And Mia pulls the gun and basically Shauna like, "It scared me too, girl." And then she started yelling at her. They come back to the car. They meet Duke, aka Chastity, as they get to the car. Somebody's trying to jack the car while they're in it. Yo, don't do drugs in the hood, cause somebody you be in the car while they trying to jack the car. They trying to take the rims off the car as they are in the car. It's already hilarious. This episode was actually absolutely hilarious. I actually enjoyed this episode. This episode made me just like enjoy the whole show. I've been on the fence on if the show was good or not. This episode I enjoyed. I don't know if it's a good story yet, but I enjoyed this episode. It's hilarious. He pulls the gun, tell the dude runs off. Shawna and Mia come, they get in the car. Mia tells Chastity, don't bring us in your, they ain't got nothing to do with us. You got scars on your head and your face. I feel like you just got beat up. You probably won because you're coming out, but you probably got your money and all that, because we're going to talk about it in a minute. But you send us into a dangerous place. You know what I'm saying? We are not used to this, right? This place we would go if we were doing some strange things, but we ain't trying to do strange things. We just trying to go to a club and get a song played. Don't bring us in your stuff. Dude, realize you right, you know. You right. We see Shawna tries to take the dog again. They wait for Molly. But we see Mia, they go to the club. They enter, they get in this time. Like I said, she knows they got this club, so it's easy to get in. Again, I told you, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Knowing the guy who knows the guy, sometimes can get you in, sometimes it can leave you disappointed. First time disappointed, this time they win, you know what I mean? But they go, and she's like, I got us some dope seats. The seats is by the bathroom. Oh, girl literally said, we get to check the finest doors. You got, give me the password, nigga. That was hilarious too. Like, what? Password to get in? Like, no, I had to pee. What's wrong with you? That would be hilarious though. I might actually flirt with her. I think it's hilarious. We meet, we see, let's see what we get. Like I said, Duke is 100% my cousin. We see dude bring old girl a plan B. Big old dude. Look like he play video games. Shout out to my homie. He look like he was about that. Like, I like him though. He appreciate. He a good dude. He brought her a plan B. Which is wild because I don't know why she would. Why would, like, I was wild because my first thought is, where you gonna need this at? Like, who are you going with? Like, if she's like, that's my boo, he take care of me. I'm like, are you going with him? Why is he just randomly bringing you this? Maybe y'all can explain. It's hilarious because I'm like, who are you with? You're with no man. Where is this dude bringing you this plan B for? Like, what is going on? We go. Shawna goes to the bathroom. Decides she's gonna get cute, right? She got her funeral dress on. She decided to make it look. She goes. We seeing shoulder now. She told us she took her panties off. She got those legs right there. She got the little stockings. She ripped apart. She still told us she didn't shave. So I'm very worried. But at the same time, she out there, Molly. So but she goes in there. Then she goes and twerks and makes fun of the dude that belonged to the plan B and did that. Then she goes off to look for Mia. Mia tells her, I feel like something bad gonna happen. I feel like something wrong. I gotta get out the hood. Sometimes you get that feeling, right? You ever heard them old people say, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired? I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That was me. She's like, I'm tired of living like this. I feel like something bad gonna happen if I don't get my life together. We gotta make it by any means necessary. Shawna, even on the Molly, is a good friend. Like, you a great mother. You an amazing mother. And your daughter's fine because you're amazing. You got her with the mama, and like we said, she should be worried because her mom like, I don't know where your daughter is. So she should be fine. But even on Molly, she a good friend. We see Duke and Chastity walk up to the group to make up a lie, of course, because they like, unless you got them girls that you be sending around, we ain't got nothing to talk about. So she like, yo, I know the DJ. She got the bottle server. I still have no clue she know the DJ. But she walks up to the DJ and just says what's up. Told her, point at Shawn over there, the producer, said he wants to play this song. Again, lying, but I'm telling you, knowing people can get you in the right spots and you can make something shake. And she gets seduced and schemed to be played on the radio, in which they dance on the table, perform the song. Everybody was hyped. Even the producer stood up and was hyped because the song was lit. And it, like I said, Duke had got a bill though for that bottle service to them. And she lost all that money she just got back. I'm assuming she got it back. She just lost the money she just got back. You know what I mean? But before this, I forgot a part. I don't want to forget a part. Shawna sees Maurice before this. And she dances with him. I'm like, yo, this man like you, and you can't dance on this man like this. This is not fair to this man. Why do you treat this man like this? He really like you. He's a better dude for you than Cliff Lewis. Only cares about his reputation. And you could be that girl, by the way, but the way your character set up from the beginning, you should not be that way. You should not care what this man thinks because he's gonna be some big time dude, right? I think she does it. That safety blanket of having a dude is probably gonna be wealthy. Could be a fault of hers too. It could keep her away from that any means necessary thought process that helps people make it. Because I got this fallback plan. I could just be the girl of this senator, so I can do my woke music thing and conscious rap thing. By the way, I love the joke when they said, "Oh, you don't like this because of conscious rap." I did like that joke. That was a good joke by the girl. By the way, in that scene, when they started dancing on the table, I kind of noticed that Shawn thicker than I thought she was. Even from episode 2, Shawn thick. I didn't know she was that thick, but thick. Maurice gonna end up with Shawn. If we agree with that, can y'all agree? Maurice gonna end up with Shawn, right? We know it, right? It gotta happen. Like I said, Duke spent all the money, and they talk about they go out and get complimented, got fans. They got one fan. I can't say fan. They got one fan like, y'all killed it tonight. And then Shauna says she messing stuff up with her boyfriend, Cliff Lewis. She messing stuff up with Cliff Lewis. So her and Mia said, well, let's go to New York. So they go to New York, and we end the show with Duke looking in the trunk, smiling, and that's how the show ends. I don't know y'all thoughts on the show. How do y'all feel about the show right now? Like I said, this episode was very entertaining. I don't know where the story is going, but it's very entertaining. It's some relatable stuff in here. I can see that Issa Rae relatable stuff in here. I still don't know what. It ain't hooked me yet, right? I can watch it every week without being disappointed because, like I said, this episode was very entertaining. But I ain't hooked yet. We got some time to get it hooked, but I'm gonna see how if Issa Rae can actually hook me into this. Because, like I said, the show, I don't know yet. I ain't sure. Let's see if she can hook me. But like I said, I was very entertained by episode 4. Episode 3, I wasn't sure yet. Episode 3, I wasn't sure. Episode 4, I'm entertained. Episode 2 was fun. Episode 1 was interesting. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling about the show. Maybe episode 5, 6, whatever. How many episodes can hook me sooner or later? The way all Insecure and all those did. So I'm giving the show a shot. It's 30 minutes episodes. I don't know how well the show's doing because HBO Max is going through a big change. So I'm hoping the show do well. I wasn't want Issa Rae and all everybody to succeed. You know what I'm saying? Keep these actresses because this show has a lot of people that don't get I haven't seen a lot of. So I'm hoping that it works. You know, you've seen some people Insecure and whatnot, but I'm hoping it works out because I want to see our people keep thriving. But I'm waiting for that hook on the show. I can't just like the show just because I gotta have that hook in so I can be like, okay, this is a good show that I can promote. And I appreciate y'all for watching. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. We do, like I said, P-Valley will be out on Sunday. We'll be live, hopefully with my boy Uniqo. If not, I will be here again doing this just for you. And among other things, I'm hoping y'all had I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Y'all have an amazing time. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Don't know what day y'all watching this, but hope y'all enjoy it. I just got in from somewhere. That's why I didn't do the show earlier. But we'll do the show next Friday. If y'all like the 9 o'clock slot, let me know. If y'all like I'm going out, I'm doing something, do it. do it earlier time. Let me know also in the comments below. You can find all my stuff in the link tree below, as well as some of the top people in our group that consistently on the show. I want to show them, always show them love. If you always here, I will show you love. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening and watching. I don't want this show to be too long, so we about to get out of here. It's only a 30-minute episode, so this all we got to do a recap. Let me know your thoughts on the show. By the way, I want you to know, keep stomping. Why? Because in life is hard. But if you keep stomping, you keep moving forward, sooner or later you're going to have that breakthrough. Keep chasing your dreams, keep doing what you do, and then keep stomping again and again, and then something amazing will happen. I love y'all, and have a good weekend. Peace.